Imagine a world where books are so rare most people will never touch one, where oceans hide unknown dangers, and science is still bound to superstition. Now imagine that within just a few generations, everything changes. New machines emerge, new ideas spread rapidly, and the world begins to transform faster than ever before. This was the Renaissance, and these were the inventions that built the modern world. It began in cities like Florence, Venice, and Milan, centers of trade, wealth, and cultural exchange. Europe was emerging from the Middle Ages. The Black Death had reshaped society, weakening old systems and opening new opportunities. Trade routes expanded, bringing lost knowledge back into circulation. But the greatest shift was philosophical. Humanism took root, the belief that observation, reason, and human potential mattered more than blind tradition. Inventors were no longer just craftsmen. They became thinkers, experimenters, visionaries, and their ideas would change everything. Around 1440, Johannes Gutenberg introduced the movable type printing press. Before this, books were copied by hand, slow, expensive, and controlled by elites. Gutenberg changed that. Books could now be produced in large numbers. Ideas could travel across cities, across borders, across generations. The printing press didn't just spread knowledge, it accelerated it. Religious reform, scientific discovery, and political change all followed. Knowledge became contagious, and once people began to read, they began to question. At the same time, navigation was transforming. Tools like the astrolabe and improved magnetic compass allowed sailors to travel with greater precision. No longer guided by guesswork alone, explorers could venture farther than ever before. Voyages once thought impossible became reality. The map of the world began to expand. Meanwhile, in workshops and notebooks, one man imagined the future. Leonardo da Vinci, artist, engineer, visionary, designed flying machines, armored vehicles, and complex mechanical systems. Many were never built, but his ideas represented something revolutionary: the belief that imagination, guided by science, could reshape reality. He was not alone. Across Europe, innovation surged. Eyeglasses improved vision. Mechanical clocks redefined time, no longer tied to the sun, but measured, structured, controlled. Time itself became precise. Then came a discovery that changed how humanity saw the universe. In 1609, Galileo Galilei improved the telescope and turned it toward the sky. What he found challenged everything: mountains on the moon, moons orbiting Jupiter, imperfections in the heavens. The universe was not perfect, not fixed, not centered on Earth. This was more than discovery. It was a turning point. Science began to break free from tradition, and the consequences would shape the modern world. The Renaissance also transformed engineering and warfare. Stronger metals, new weapons, and advanced fortifications reflected a deeper shift: the application of mathematics and logic to real-world problems. This mindset would later fuel the Industrial Revolution, but its roots were here. By the end of the Renaissance, the world had changed. Books were widespread, exploration connected continents, science questioned reality itself. These inventions didn't just improve life, they redefined what was possible. The printing press laid the foundation for education and communication. Navigation tools enabled global connection. Scientific instruments sparked breakthroughs that continue today. The Renaissance was not just a period in history, it was a launch pad. Everything we take for granted, information, technology, exploration, traces back to this moment of transformation. It began with people who refused to accept limits, who questioned, experimented, and imagined something more. The Renaissance leaves us with a powerful idea. Every modern breakthrough exists because someone dared to think differently. And perhaps the next Renaissance is only one idea away.